By now you've finished the sample project, and now we just have a couple of last steps. We're going to actually look at color grading any video clips that we feel we want to add that to. You don't have to, it's an option. And we're going to go ahead and just experiment with it just so you know how to use it in case you need to color grade in the future. And then the most important part is we need to export or share our video so we can get it to our audience. So we've got our video composition done. We have all of our clips in the order that we want them to be in. We've chosen a song. We have the audio of the song at the level we want. We've added some transitions. We've adjusted some speeding. We learned how to split the clips. We know the interface of Adobe Rush. The last thing we're going to look at is right here. Click on this, is color. So this is not necessary, but you may want to add it to some of your clips. For example, I know I wanted to add some color grading to this particular clip here. I would like to try to bring out some of the orange to make it appear to be a little bit sunnier. There's a lot of fog or smog there. So I can use one of these pre-built-in ones. For example, I could just click on this, see if I like that. That really makes it kind of orangey. I'm going to hit Control Z and undo that. I can try this. That's a little bit too cool. Control Z, undo that. I can try the cinematic. Don't like that. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and go into Edit. And here I can go ahead and bring in the temperature and make it warmer. I can go ahead and add some saturation to that or pull that back. Either way, I'm going to add a little bit to that. And I'm going to add a little bit of the tinting. I wanted to add some sharpening to those buildings, add a little bit of a vignette to that, kind of darkens the edges there a little bit, feather that a little bit, and bring down my exposure a tad. And see how the sky is a little bit more pink now? That's what I was kind of going with. Let me bump up the contrast, see if that'll do anything, and bring down the highlights. So let's just say that I like that the way it is. I like that grade. Well, what I could do here is I can create a preset if I want to use this in the future, and I can give it a name. I'm not going to be adding these same exact settings to other clips. I'm not going to worry about that now. I just want to show you that that is possible to create your own look, save it as a preset, and name it. That's how I want this particular clip to look. I'm pretty happy with that. If I go ahead and toggle this off, I can see what it looked like before, toggle it back on, and there's after. And I definitely like that better. And if I wanted to do the same with another clip, I could do so. For example, maybe here I want to kind of add a little bit more of a black and white feel to it. Or I could just simply come into Edit and bring down the saturation so it's not quite black and white, but it's on that verge. Bring it in like that. Add my sharpening a little bit of a vignette to that, and pump around my contrast a little bit, and bring in my highlights, a little more light on the door and on my subject there. Go ahead and remove some of the shadows or add more shadow, either way. So you get the idea. You can play around with the presets. You can go in there and customize it, save it as one if you want. So that's a little bit about color grading. Now your video is done. You preview it one more time. You're ready to share it. Let's go ahead and hit share. And let's give this a name. And we want to choose where we want this to go. And you could directly upload it to YouTube. You can connect YouTube account to this, Facebook, Instagram. If you had Behance, you could. Let's go ahead and look. Here's the file size, a little bit over 1066. Let me go ahead and click on Advanced Settings. Preset. If I know I'm going to YouTube, I would choose YouTube 1080 Full HD. And film rate is automatic. Stereo is automatic. 16 is fine. You can choose high if you want to. Okay, if I'm just going to go local, I'm going to export and it's going to go to that local file. To me, in my opinion, that's probably your best bet, is to go local, so that way you have a copy of the file. You have the original, so to say. And then manually upload to YouTube. If you're really cranking out videos and you want to send it directly to YouTube or Facebook, toggle that on and sign in. Same thing here. Toggle on Facebook and sign in. You can go to both at once if you'd like to, even Instagram. Once you've selected all your destinations or your one destination, go ahead and hit export.